Never worry about security during dark nights in the van again, especially when you have night vision to keep an eye on things. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. So this week's video is a different kind of pace video that's got me excited because in the van I don't have a CCTV setup, especially for nighttime. But the other reason why I don't have a CCTV footage kind of thing in here is because all my windows are 360, so I've always just figured, well, if I hear something outside, I can just pull the windows down and just look out. And for the most part, yeah, it's fine during the day, but my windows are tinted. So while you can look out the windows during the day and everything's fine, and people can't look in, the reverse is at night time. Because with that dark tint, it makes it darker to see outside at night. Then any light I've got on, especially the main lights, lights me up like a lighthouse at sea, where you can basically see everything I'm doing in Dolby. So thanks to today's sponsor CIGMAN, they have sent me out their CIGMAN CNVPRO night vision binoculars. So I'm just going to come right out the gate and say I don't have any experience with night vision binoculars at all. And to be honest, it's always something that I thought was maybe quite expensive and wasn't really consumer friendly or really consumer available unless you're paying like stupid kind of money for them. But after CIGMAN reached out, I had a wee look at their website and they're not as dear as you think they are. Let's get them cracked open and we'll have a wee look. So first impressions, I'm loving the wee speckledness on the box, that's pretty nice. It does say up the top 2024 Red Dot winner, Muse Design Awards, American Good Design, 2024 Gold Awards. It's already coming out the gate with all the awards for it, so okay. Up the top you get this wee envelope, user manual, quick start guide, and just a reminder that it's won these awards. Fair play. So the way that I'm going to do this review is basically of someone that doesn't know anything about night vision goggles, binoculars and stuff like that, because I don't. So this review isn't going to be super techy and comparable to another set or my experience with another headset. The way that I'm going to conduct this review is based on Vanlife security, so that I can basically see out the van and see what's going on at night, but I don't want to put the lights on. So that's how we're going to move forward with this review. So let's get it open. Oh, let's leave it just now and we'll get the accessories and stuff done first. I'm guessing this is like a wee lanyard to go around your neck kind of thing, so we'll put that there. They give us an SD card with it, that's pretty good. USB-C charging cable and carabiner with a compass on it, and just a wee microfiber cloth. That's all the accessories you get, so SD card, compass, carabiner, USB-C charging cable and a microfiber cloth with a wee neck strap kind of thing. And we'll get to the meat. So first impressions, it does feel very premium, like I'm scared to drop it. So I'm thinking what we do is we get the features out of the way, so let's cover them first. So the CIGMAN CNVPRO does have a 4K video resolution, which is powered by a Sony Starvis 2 CMOS 52 megapixel sensor with a viewable 4-inch screen. It's got a 5100 mAh battery with USB-C charging. Numbers wise, you'll get roughly about 18 hours from a clear colour picture or 12 hours using the infrared. The CNVPRO does also have an app that you can use on your phone. It also comes with manual focus control. It starts with a 2x optical zoom with an 8x digital zoom up to 3280 feet. It's IP65 rated, so splash resistance and dust proof. You also have a torch on the top with 2 settings, strobe and normal. There's a compass underneath with a threaded screw for tripods, and you also do get this included 64GB SD card for onboard recording. So just a quick overview of it, you've got your screen in there to look through, you've got your infrared, which is over here, you've got your lens to see out of, and this is the one with the manual focus adjustment. If we turn it on, you just hold the power button down and you'll see inside it coming on. And then the buttons on the top, you've got your light and flashlight with the strobe effect. You've got a backlight which turns all these buttons off. Then you've got the main power button. You've got M for menu, so that'll be the settings. You've got zoom in or up in the menus and zoom out or down in the menus. You've got the OK button, and that's just for selections in the menus. On the top right here, this is the infrared and the light switch. And then under the left hand side, pull this back and then we've got a space for the SD card and to charge it. And then on the sides here you've got your wee loops for attaching the neck harness. You've got these nice rubber feet, so if you're placing it on a flat surface it's going to sit nice and steady. You've got a nice leveler compass, and you've also got a threaded screw as well, so you can put it on a tripod. I don't know if this one's going to support it, but we'll try. Aye, that's quite the thing, so I think we'll keep it on that for the rest of the review. So I did notice this wee cap as well, and I don't know if this is just to protect the lens from any damage and stuff, but as you'll see in my testing later, I tried it with this cap on because there is a small wee hole there, but it made the picture worse, so I'm guessing this is just a lens protector possibly. And if you want to put the neck harness on, all you do is just unclip it and feed the loop like so, pop it back over itself, and that will tighten up like that, and then you can basically leave those hanging down, and you would do the same to the other side like that. And you can adjust the length of it as well with these straps if you feel it's hanging too low. Let me show you the menu. So if I press M, you can now see all the settings that you get. At the top you get brightness, Wi-Fi, date time, picture in picture, loop recording, audio recording, resolution, image size, auto power off, frequency, language, beep sound. So you can turn the beeping sound off if it is annoying. You can format the SD card, default and version. If you go to Wi-Fi, this is where you actually have the app control. So if we click and turn it on, if we come out of here, we'll see that we actually get a QR code to scan with our phone, so let's do that. So if you've been on the channel a while, you'll know one of my pet peeves is companies not using branded apps, and the app that's came up is the Video app. You can see I've actually downloaded it before, if you can see with the wee blue arrow. So that wee blue arrow indicates that I've already downloaded this app before, which is pretty interesting. So the pretty surprising thing is this app is for dash cams. So the password is in there, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As you see, we do have a live feed. So because this out the gate has a 2x optical zoom, as you can see, it's zoomed right in on the back there. So I don't know if we will get a nice clear image, but as you can see, if I turn it round, it's a nice live feed. And again, you can adjust the focus, as you can see it blurring out. So I do like that it's a manual focus. On the app, you can see down the bottom we've got a time, we've got the date, and up the top to say recording paused. So we can record the sound, the image resolution, video resolution, so it is 4K at 30 frames per second. So again, if you wanted to actually use this to record animals at night kind of thing, in night vision you could set loop recording, exposure, you can set timestamps, got smart power saving, you can change the Wi-Fi name, you've got firmware upgrades, you can format the SD card. So camera files is just a way to play back what you've recorded on the device. So you can fast forward through and see everything that you've recorded. And at the top you've got your record button, start and stop, and also if you want to take a picture, that's the app. And again, you can turn it like that if you want it in landscape mode. So the app control is super nice to have, and again, if you don't want to look through this screen, then it's a lot easier to look at your phone or a tablet, because you could download the app to a tablet and have a much bigger screen to look at. So like I said at the start of the video, I'm going to conduct this review and test it as a complete novice, not an aficionado who knows about night vision, binoculars or goggles, because I don't. I want to see it purely from a Joe Public perspective, how easy it is to just get out the box, set up and just start using it. Right, let's see how it looks at night. So just now I've got it on the normal colour, but as you can see, like, it is pretty dark, like even look in the camera, but this is picking it up pretty nice, so I'm just focusing. I mean, obviously I'm shaking like hell, it would probably be easier on a tripod. Try and zoom into that boy over there with the light. Ah, see, it's getting really grainy now because of that digital zoom. Try and focus. So that's only at 4.5 times. This is where a tripod would help. It's so grainy though. So let's go all the way back down again. But as you can see, it is pretty cool. We've got that much light even at this low light. So let's switch it to night vision. And again, we still do have some light, but it will be interesting to check when it's pitch black. So let's see if the zoom's better at night. Oh, so at 5.6, let's try and adjust the focus. Looks better than the colour version. And I suppose that's why you're buying these, for the night vision on it. So let's focus that up again. You can see the infrared lighting that up. So the infrared part's here. It's pretty cool. So that's obviously what's casting the light. So this is just early night, as you can see. So let's see what it looks like when it's pitch black. So as you can see now, it's completely pitch black. Have a look at this. So the toilets are over there. We can agree it's dark. So let's see how it does now. So we're in colour mode, and it's no surprise we can't see anything. So let's switch to the infrared. Wow. Like, I can't even see that tree, so I'll see if I can let you see what I see. So as you can see, nothing there. And that's what I see. Can you see it? Oh, wow. So look at this. You wouldn't know there was a van there. Wow. That's crazy. So what about round here? Wow. And there's the toilets. And remember, we can manual focus as well. Let's try the zoom over there. And obviously the more we zoom in, the more we're going to need to focus. I mean, it is usable. But it's just when you start going in like 6 all the way up to 8. I mean, I dare say you can still see stuff, but I would say the digitalness takes it away a wee bit. Maybe 4.5 is alright. I think that's like maybe the limit. That is pretty cool. And it looks as though I've got a light on someday, and I don't. It's just the infrared. That's crazy, you would never know there was a camper there. It's definitely got some Blair Witch vibes about it. I'm glad nobody walked out in front of it. Basically in that footage when I showed you the camera of what it looked like at night, and then as soon as I brought the night vision up, it's like those vans just appeared from nowhere. So if you are at a park up and you think you're alone and you do hear a noise, then these binoculars could be a quick solution for a quick security check without turning all your lights on, especially if you don't have a CCTV system or a reverse camera system with the night vision on it. And even if you don't have any windows and you're in a panel van, rather than you standing next to the panel holding them like that, you could have it on a phone. You could basically take these and put them out the door a bit and do like a fan and just look at the viewer on your phone, so you basically get a wee lay of the land. So let's talk about the pros and cons. I think one of the big pros for me is that nice 4K 4-inch display. You can use your phone, but everything is still nice and clear on that small screen. I was actually shocked with the night vision picture, just how clear it was, and because of that infrared sensor beaming the light out, I thought that light was the torch that I had on, and I had to keep checking it, but it's not, it's just the infrared light just beaming across to obviously illuminate the area. Another pro as well is it is actually nice and light. I mean, I never used the lanyard around my neck, but just holding it, it wasn't a heavy device to use, so you could use this without getting any fatigue in your hands or your arms or anything like that, but it would obviously be nice to use the lanyard. If you're going to keep this in the one position, then you could just use a tripod. Another pro for me is just how easy it was to set up and get going. Another pro is I do like the fact that it's a manual focus control and not digital. And a massive pro I feel is the inclusion of the SD card, because normally with devices like this you need to buy your own SD card, and given the current climate that's happening with SD cards and RAM at the moment, getting an SD card for free is pretty sweet. And I think the last pro for me is this still can be used as a night vision CCTV device. We didn't even see the vans to the sides, but when we used this we could still see them and through the windows and stuff like that, so it can still be used as a night vision CCTV device. So what about the cons of it? Again, it's my first introduction to night vision binoculars. A con for me is on the website it says it can show colour at night. As you can see in this image here, for me I just couldn't get that to work. It just didn't look as vivid as it did on the website. And this next one I wouldn't say is a big con, again, because it worked. So does it really matter if as long as it works and it's no buggy? And that is the app. And with companies like Alpicool, Bluetti, All Powers, they all have their own apps, which shows me that they've put the budget into R&D to basically make that app proprietary to work with their proprietary products. But for me, if a company is going to have the packaging look all lovely like this, but also boast of winning awards and stuff like that, for me it's a bit of a letdown that they've went a cheaper option for the app. Again, the app works. What it will come down to is because it's a third-party app, it means that CIGMAN's not in control of that app. So how often can they push firmware upgrades? How often can they push new features and stuff like that? So with your own proprietary app, you've got the freedom and the power to do that. But I think above all, my biggest con for this is the fact that CIGMAN went for a digital zoom over optical zoom. Digital zoom is software based, whereas optical zoom is hardware based. So just for reference, if the manual focus was an optical zoom, basically when we turn this, the lens would get further away or closer depending on which way we turn it. So optical is far more superior than digital. The problem with digital zooms, and you can even try it on your phone as well, it just gets artifacts and it starts blurring the further away you go. I think the sweet spot for me was round about 5 times, pushing 6 times zoom. So the only thing I would say is if you're going to use it in your van out through the windows, you kind of need to keep it in the one spot and then do the manual focus, because the IR light will interfere with the window. It'll kind of distort it a wee bit. But if you know the direction that you want to go in, set the focus and just keep it still and you'll be fine. I think it's a cracking piece of kit. It's definitely useful in a camper van situation where, especially when it's the darker nights and you're going to park ups, and if you've pulled up there and there's no one there and you think you're alone, having something like this, if you don't have a CCTV set up, then this is a nice wee handy thing to have in the van. Again, it's security in a van, just handy to grab, pick up, or even have it set up for your one window. Being able to look at it on your phone and just doing a quick scan is so much peace of mind, especially if you hear noises, if you're next to woods and stuff. You'll be able to zoom in and see what it is with this, especially in the winter nights. So guys, if you want to go and pick up the CIGMAN CNVPRO, I'll leave a link to it in the description. And if you've got any questions, I'll try and answer them as best I can in the comments. But thanks again to CIGMAN for sending me out the product to review for them. It's definitely opened my eyes to see how affordable and how easy they are to use. And it's definitely going to be a security feature in the van during these winter nights. But guys, that's going to cover it for this episode. If you did go and enjoy the episode, why not drop it a wee like and let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, why not get subscribed and hit that bell notification so you're always notified when I drop a new video. So until the next one guys, peace.